I'm with Susan Reid. We're talking about her sister, Jerrie and her travel around the world and all the interesting things that we can learn in life based off of that. And one of the things that she found out early is the compass that she was using, she had to constantly adjust. Pilots have to do that because the magnetic North Pole is different than the true north.
Right.
Which, by the way, is kind of an interesting point. We may be thinking that we're doing something right just because the course seems good, but the true north is a true north. There's absolutes that you have to actually follow on this. And you were telling us just before we turned this on, when she was trying to get to an island, the significance of what 1 degree difference was going to mean in that travel.
Yes.
Can you pick it up from there?
Well, she was flying into Wake Island, and with her compass being off, it made it more difficult. And the island is
8 miles long?
15 miles long. And if she were off,
Okay. 1 degree?
yes, a miss of only 1 degree would make her miss her mark by 30 miles.
So she would have completely missed it.
Yes, absolutely.
She would have completely missed it.
Mhm.
And what she actually found out, and only when she was traveling, was that it was off apparently 10 degrees.
Yes.
So there was not an easy way. Again, we have to put ourselves back to that time period. There wasn't GPS.
No.
There wasn't even the technology on the plane at that time to be able to hone in on certain things. What they had, we still have some, but she had to figure out in a vast ocean that she was going
couldn't
to...
just relax. She had to be alert and aware of all these things all the time.
And what does that mean for us?
We have to do the same thing in our lives.
We can relax, but there's a difference between relaxing and not paying attention.
That's right.
She
had
found a
do
way to
that.
actually relax in some of these things, which is remarkable. She could rest after she had properly trimmed,
Mhm.
after she knew the oil was right, after she had looked at things, she would rest a little bit
Because she had an autopilot. too.
because she had found ways to do that,
Mhm.
but she was always aware of her surroundings. And in this case, talking about the compass, she had a compass that she actually had to use a light on because that part wasn't working to see
Right.
where she was at, and then would have to make an adjustment, calculate it with her head where she thought she was based off of the different magnetic norths, and orient so that she wouldn't miss an island, a tiny island
Right.
that many others never saw.
And there's a difference in flying visual, where you can just see everything, and then flying by instrument, which she often had to do. And she'd never done that until she did this flight.
Another fascinating conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
Had never done that when she was alone in the plane
Mhm.
until she did this flight.
Yeah, her first flight of going instrument only
Mhm.
was when she was doing
Pretty
this.
frightening. You have to trust. You have to trust.
Yeah.
You have to have faith.
And in that, it was not blind faith or trust. She actually had been practicing on
Yes.
it, but her actually doing it first time,
Had to be a bit scary.
yeah, wouldn't it?
Would be for me.
Yeah. And she did it.
Yes.
Yeah. Great stories. Thank you, Susan.